Chase Cochran, right?
That's correct.
With Coach Chase Cochran, the former, I think, Ohio University Bobcat back in the day, wide receiver back then, had a good career there. Now you bring it all to Northern Guilford. Coach, first of all, how'd you end up at Northern Guilford Middle School?
I tell you what, I've coached at the high school for the last 4 years with Coach Westberg, and we chatted about how important this was to continue to keep building on the foundation that certainly has been established here at Northern with 4 state championships, and we wanted to make sure that our youth programs were built the same way that our high school program is, and so I stepped away from coaching receivers there to come down here, head up this program, and so right now our programs are on a very similar page, running very similar offense, and just trying to make sure that we carry on this tradition that Northern Guilford's been able to establish.
And talk about the effort of your team here today. No lack of effort in this win over Jamestown Middle.
No, we talk about playing with our hair, like our hair's on fire, and so our kids do a great job of playing with energy and effort and enthusiasm, and they do it in practice, and it shows up here in the games.
Talk about the running effort today, some big chunks, some big plays, I think, from the Akers kid.
Yeah, Maury Akers, he's one of our running backs. We've kind of got a three-headed monster of sorts that we like to say, but again, it's kids that run hard. It's offensive line that does their job. They're absolutely selfless group, and it shows up here on the field.
What about from your quarterback standpoint, Jackson Kemp, the job he's done for you so far, being a team leader?
He is a team leader, and we've got several of them. He's certainly one of them, but he commands the offense. We ask him to do a lot of stuff. He makes a lot of reads on the field. Again, trying to get these kids prepared for the high school and trying to run something extremely similar. So he has a lot of responsibility to make some reads on the field, to see the defense and make some calls on his own. He has some independence in that way.
And your kids have a lot of guys they can look up to also from that Northern Guilford High School team over the years. Look at the T.J. Logans, C.J. Freemans, and recently Will Leonards, and now Jack Mercer. Those kids, they've set a good standard that your kids want to follow up on.
That's right, and that's a testament to this community, how good that it is. It's why I landed here in the first place. It's why I came to Northern. And certainly we talked about it in our team huddle, that we haven't had a chance to be in this position in 14 years here at this middle school. To win the conference, to go undefeated, that's something the kids have kind of been circling as a goal, and hopefully next week it'll come to fruition.
At Northwest Guilford next week, correct?
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
I think they're also unbeaten, if I've seen the records correctly recently.
Yeah, they're a great football team. They're a rivalry we love to keep alive here in our Oak Ridge, Summerfield community, so the kids are looking forward to it. They know a ton of the players. It's a good rivalry. It's a friendly rivalry, but nonetheless, it's going to be a rivalry.
And you had to play to the end of the game today. Coach Kurt Switalski and Jamestown Middle School Tigers played you tough. They got on the scoreboard late. That's something you didn't want to see happen, but they were able to sneak in there. Got it in.
No. I want, again, our play to speak for itself. We pride ourselves, the kids doing a shutout, and I made some bonehead calls myself to put us in those spots. So I'll take that one. I'll wear that one this week, but nonetheless, the kids did a great job.
How much do you take from what you learned back in the old days at Ohio University and before you came to Northern Guilford from your own game? How much of your own game can you bring to the kids at this level?
Yeah, actually, we incorporate a lot of Ohio's offense into our own. And so, again, I'm trying to put a college-level offense in front of these kids to prepare them for that next level there at the high school. Again, we're mixing in some of Coach Westberg's stuff as well, but certainly was well coached by Frank Solich, who's now in retirement, and most of the staff is still there. So I go up there from time to time and just sit in on meetings and just kind of soak up and absorb what they taught me and anything new, and we try to bring it down here and see how we can incorporate it into our team.
I guess being a young coach, you have to learn to try to remember that, I guess from your standpoint, a lot of good things happen there, but some of those things you bring down here, it's a little bit different at this kid's level. You got to bring these kids along gradually, but they seem to have picked it up pretty well.
Yeah, see, what we tried to do is put the playbook in their hands and explain to them, get on the board, get in the film room, really teach them, how to understand and play the game of football. And I don't think that happens enough, but really focusing on film study, really focusing on getting in the playbook, understanding why we do what we do and where we're supposed to go with the ball when something's covered up. And the kids have done a great job, and it's reflected in their classwork. It's why their grades are the way that they are. They're very committed and disciplined, not only to the playbook, but to the classroom itself.
And Coach Chase Cochran with us with the Northern Guilford Nighthawk Middle School team, now undefeated, going for an unbeaten season maybe next week against Northwest Guilford. Coach, first of all, thank you for your time today, and good luck to you in the game next week.
Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate it.